It's a story you will only see on 7 News. Kids playing around on a four-wheeler nearly killed a little boy, and now that little boy is a grown man, and his story of determination and a mother's love have him on the verge of his greatest achievement yet. It's a story he has never shared in public until now.
This picture just displays how weak I was.
Jason Dollerschel easily flips through these pictures now, but nothing has ever come easily to this 24-year-old. His life changed when he was 9.
We were just a couple of crazy 9-year-olds just out messing around on his farm, and I wasn't wearing a helmet.
Thrown off a four-wheeler and his head slammed to the ground, Jason had to be airlifted from Sterling, Colorado to Children's Hospital. He severed the right side of his brainstem. His brain swelled. He was in a coma for 10 days.
I just wanted my son, in any form, any shape, any way, to come home with me. Just taking a living boy home is all you want. That's all your hopes are.
Jason's parents were constantly at his bedside and slowly started seeing signs of progress. Jason in a wheelchair, attempting his first steps. Finally, he was able to go home.
They didn't expect much. They said, you could get a vegetable, you could work hard and get something miraculous. We don't know.
What they got was a child essentially starting all over, a child with a brain injury.
I had to relearn how to walk, how to talk, how to eat. Essentially, I started my life back over at 9 years old.
And through his struggles, his parents started to see a boy who wanted more.
This child that needed all of this help starting to say, let me do it first. He struggled with shoe tying, buttons. And he used to say, it's so hard, it's so hard. And I used to say, I know.
And a mother's love turned to tough love.
I'd yell at her and scream at my mom, tie them for me, just because I wanted everything to be really easy. And she had to apply tough love and just say no.
And I've had several shoes thrown at me, and I had several names called. But in the long run, 15, 16 years down the road, he said, thanks, Mom. Thanks for never, ever doing it for me.
And over time, the tough love worked.
And I developed a pretty good pattern to memorize stuff and just learn it in my own way.
It's never been easy, but easy isn't Jason's way. Today, he's getting ready to graduate with his doctorate in pharmacy.
I've always wanted to be a pharmacist as long as I can remember.
A professional goal inspired by his years as a patient and the motto he lives by.
Difficult takes a while. Impossible takes a little bit longer.
Tonight, Jason decides it's time to turn family time into a time to say thanks.
I just wanted to give you this.
That's nice. It's very nice.
Thank you for everything, for helping me.
Just another round of tears for a family that knows well the tears of joy.
He is put on this earth today to do bigger and better things than what we all know.
So Jason's graduating from the University of Colorado next week. He's getting married this summer, and he says he decided to share his story now because he wanted to offer hope to other families dealing with traumatic brain injury.